guys, I'm Lou.
Hi, I'm Michelle.
Hey, I'm Zile, and this is another episode of Clueless with LMZ.
Hi guys. So I'm feeling a bit better today, so I was able to join today's episode. I just wanted to say that I won't be as consistent as before when it comes to maybe recordings and lives, due to personal reasons. I have a lot going on, and I'm just trying to figure that out and see how it goes. But it's definitely still Clueless with LNZ. I'll be on episodes if I'm able to make it, live if I'm able to make it, I'll be there. So I just wanted to let y'all know real quick. But yeah, just expect less of me, but I will be here. So yeah.
Yeah, we're glad to have you back. We're glad that your voice is feeling better, and that even through you figuring out your stuff, you'll still be here, even if when you can, even if it's not all the time. We appreciate it. Yeah, so we hope that we're glad that you're staying with us in this journey. And yeah, let us jump into today's topic. And in today's topic, guys, this is an issue that has been close to my heart for quite a bit, because the other day I was playing on my phone and yo, guys, all I saw. We're gonna talk about the sexualization in kids' games.
This is a problem. And it's a problem I feel like people don't even like realize.
I feel like it all started with Talking Tom, hey? Yes. Yes. That's where the danger started, because is when we were starting to fear for, cybersecurity, child safety, stuff like that, ne? Where even nowadays games are getting a lot more interactive, you know? Normally it would just be you playing and you'd have to play with your friends in real life. Now kids as young as like 5, 6 can be talking to total strangers on the internet.
Like, bro, especially Roblox. For me, I don't like Roblox personally.
It's dangerous. If you don't watch them, I feel like it can get out of hand.
Because, I've seen where they watch these, how people record themselves on playing Roblox.
Mm.
And it's just like storytelling, ne? This person is
Yeah.
like, asking around like, old guys, can you please be my father? Please, can you adopt me? And then they get adopted. Hike, and now the dad is now locking the child in the room, not allowing them. That abusive stuff, but we don't even realize it because it's a game.
People think it's not that deep. No, guys. Because it's over online and stuff, ne? But then if it's happening
Hmm.
so easily online, what is the boundary that's not making it a reality? Dude, and even it's not even a thing of when the child can't interact with someone. You've got those kids, those parents who switch off the Wi-Fi and stuff on a kid's phone. It's fine. You've got ads themselves, those uninteractive ones. Those dress up ones, or those collect the shoes. Those running ones. Also, those ads are so sexualized.
Yeah, because it's this curvy girl wearing a panty and a bra. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, with the
It's an
detective.
ad for a game where you have to run and try to shave her.
And you can see the person's underwear and stuff in the ad.
And I'm like, hi, bro. Like, this is supposed to be like, child friendly, but yet,
It's not like they're doing it in a way that, no, they're just showing the painty and the bra. No, there's intent. You can see the sexual innuendo. You can see it. Mm. The other day, I was playing this whole brain thing. That app where it's like figure out how to solve this puzzle. Let me tell you, these episodes got intense. Guys, this was something for 12 years and older. Ne? There was a picture of, like, you put together the puzzle. In the end,
yeah.
it was a puzzle of a
Mm.
man swinging on a vine, and then his face is in discomfort. And then there's a monkey also swinging. But what's the monkey holding on to? Because the monkey isn't holding on to the vine, but he's still swinging and he's smiling. Dude. No, guys. When I saw it, I laughed.
I
Then I
even
realized that no, guys, this is a kid's game. 12 years.
what?
Oh, 12 years. I know I've seen like actual flirting games and it was six and over. It was basically where, okay, you're gonna, yeah, 6 years and over, you're gonna give this in the game, name. You're gonna go to a girl, walk up to a
Yeah.
girl, give her compliments, and you're gonna give her money, and then she's gonna start kissing up on y'all, and then you're gonna go inside a room. I
I
was like, is this
know.
like real? Is this actually real? I was freaking out. I'm like, no, guys, six and over.
How are kids 6 years old allowed to play a game
Like, what kind of
like that?
imagery? What kind of like what are you trying to teach them basically? What's the intention with these ads and stuff?
Yeah, it's not safe. It's not safe. The internet is just getting worse, worse.
The internet is very big. Guys, could we have not followed the line of Nina and the Neutrons? Do you guys remember that show on CBBS? Oh, I love that show. Nina and the
Mm.
Neutrons. And then there was Mr. Buka.
Like where we used to play on our Nintendos, we just play Mario and stuff like that. But now, like we don't even need the internet like that, let's be honest.
Hey guys, that one game. That one game with the what was it? Where you made the cakes and stuff with the purple housing. What was it?
Oh, yes, 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 yes. The one on the computer.
Yeah, that one. No, but actually, I feel like media and everything is like I feel like the age for that is getting a lot lower. Because kids right now they have WhatsApp, or some of them they've got WhatsApp, they've got Instagram, they've got TikTok, they've got everything, ne? And okay, yeah, you can go, oh no, it's just to keep them entertained and stuff. But like you really can't, especially with TikTok, you really cannot keep track of what pops up there. Because I've seen some sus like lives, you know, the lives that just come on your For You page, ne?
Let me tell you, I was watching TikTok, ne, and you see how lives just pop up.
Mm.
There's this, I don't know if it was a guy, if it was a girl, ne. He's, I don't know if he was like, he was showing a part of his thigh, ne, and he
Ah,
was shaking like he's having a seizure. You understand?
yeah. No.
And it's just so weird. Ne. I'm like, Hyper, what's going on here, ne? And then I click. People are like, are you okay? What's going on? And there are thousands of people. I'm like, no, this is rubbish. And I just
I
exited
saw a
because it was
live.
just so weird. How are you? Like, it was so creepy, I'm not gonna lie.
Now, and imagine like the kid. How do you process that as a child? Like I saw once, I was scrolling, the same thing happened to me. It was a guy in a Hello Kitty suit, right?
That sounds so
Yeah,
creepy.
honestly, like a full grown guy in a Hello Kitty suit. And then he was basically at the back of him, there was this sign saying, you know, that filter that you can put on, the sunglasses one. I was saying like no sunglasses, and then somebody put the sunglasses, and let me tell you, this dude went crazy, like berserk, screaming, shouting, kicking, cussing, and everybody was like, "Guys, now what's going on here?" And I was like, "No," and there were like maybe 5,000 people watching, and people were liking, people were laughing, people were, putting money. It was mad, crazy. And the thing that people do for views, and especially on YouTube, y'all, those pranks. The pranks are getting way too off. Like right now, my little sisters, I'm always keeping an eye on what they're watching and stuff because sometimes there's just one video that slides and you're like, mm. And do you know where those videos come from? Do you know what these kids I'm seeing amongst my little sisters and their friends and stuff? Those story times. Those story times. No. Mm-mm. My story animated. They need to be stopped. I'm sorry. No. Some of them are okay, ne? But I'm talking about the deep ones, talking about sugar daddy sleeping with people for money.
And like, there's this, I don't know what the channel is on YouTube now, where they, where they do covers, like song covers for like, I don't know,
Mm.
maybe Stangela or maybe Encanto, maybe they do a cover for the song We Don't Talk About Bruno. Nah, they
Mm.
dress up like them and do everything like that. So my little sister was watching that one. Watching what it was just like it's kids friendly. It's a channel for kids. Next thing they cussing.
Oh,
Like now they rapping it like it's a rap battle and then they cuss like it's a like kids. YouTube channel. How are you doing this? And you know, when you're problem with me, I feel like I do overreact a little bit because the minute I see maybe, someone watching that, a kid watching that, I'm like, hi, bo, like I trip, like, uh-uh, like I trip. So I was like, when I saw her watching it, my mom was like, hi, bo, why are you tripping? And I was just like, please look at what's going on in the video. And then they were like, you're right.
No, actually, when you take time, ne? Because normally you just let the kids sit down, watch TV, you're busy with your stuff. Either you yourself, you're studying or you're cooking or whatever. You're not there watching what the kids are watching. Therefore, you can't really keep an eye. You just have trust in the platform, right? Even if you have YouTube Kids specifically for kids. And the thing is that people market it and it's very bright and loud, it's child friendly. So it slips through the cracks. And some of the things are not like directly bad or like directly weird in a way, ne? But it plants ideas and seeds in these kids' heads that I'm like, no, no, honestly. And the for the likes and the views, I've seen kids literally either beat up other kids or do something so mean and so unnecessary just for a couple giggles. You understand?
What do you think is the appropriate age for kids to start watching TikTok, to be on social media?
I feel like 12, 13.
Yeah, I feel like 13.
Honestly, for me, I feel like it depends on the kid. For me, the earliest, like, and that's pushing it because my younger sister went, is like 10. Mm. When they can kind of grasp what's wrong, what's right, when they can kind of see that, it's around the age of 10 when kids start. And they can communicate when something's wrong, and you're like, okay, this video seems a little weird. I feel like 10 because realistically, in this day and age, technology is the way to connect us. You know, in realistically, technology is the way to connect people, to get things easy. Everything is at the touch of a fingerprint. So I feel like at the age of 10, a kid is wise enough to be like, okay, I know I shouldn't go here. Even if I get curious, I can go and ask and they'll take me to a better thing. Because I feel like 10 or younger, if it's like guided and like pretty strict, like what type of video, what they're doing in the video, it's fine. I'm not saying don't let your child be entertained. You don't let them watch YouTube. Don't let them do all that. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying the internet is very wide. It's very dangerous. And it's very easy that one thing can just send like a spiral of things. Like as you're playing a game, those ads, a kid could, accidentally press an ad. Next thing they're on a certain site.
I feel like it does depend on the kid because you'll have a 10-year-old now,
Mm.
and now maybe they start watching a video and they know that the video is bad. Instead of exiting and instead of them stopping themselves from watching that video, they just continue.
Yeah. Kids are curious, y'all. And we cannot judge the kid and like, reprimand the child like, oh, you should but kids are curious. You learn through exploring.
No, but at
Yeah.
10, if you know that you're not supposed to watch the video, I'll definitely have to straighten you up and be like,
Oh,
no, you're
sure.
not supposed to watch this
I
video. Because
okay,
how
I
are
have a
they going to
question.
learn if they watch a bad video and then you let it slide because they're supposed to explore?
No, I understand. I I'm understand where not you're saying just from there. Because they went on to the bad video and they sat and they watched it that okay, you let them go just because they didn't know it was explode. If you've sat down and you talked to them like if this and this and this pops up, let me know. Or go out and they still go. Then we could have a sit down discussion, let them know and communicate it to them. Because at the last they're still kids.
But what if it happens that your little sister maybe is watching a video and then they start cursing, and then instead of her hearing the cursing, instead of her exiting the video and like not watching it, she just continues.
Then at that point, she's crossed a spoken boundary because you've spoken about it. You know, I've sat down with her and been like, "Oh, okay, you mustn't watch the video of so and so because I've spoken about it." I'm talking about in those situations where the child doesn't know because guys, it's very rarely that a child, or from what I know with my experiences, it's very rarely that a parent sits down their 6 7 year old child, that same 6 7 year old child they're willing to give the tablet to, is I haven't seen it
a lot where the parent will also sit down and be like, these are the things you should not
And
be doing,
explain.
and explain that this is why you should not be
It's
doing it.
majority of like just don't do it because I told you so. And kids, if you put that wall up and there's a noise, a fun party going on behind the wall, they're gonna try to figure out what it is. And if you don't explain that this and this and this and this is wrong, they're gonna go find out by themselves. So it's important to communicate. Yes, maybe they won't understand if you go talk to them like a full adult and be like, no, don't watch this because of this and that. They're kids. You have to slowly step into it. I feel like kids also require a lot of patience.
Yeah, in a way that they'll understand.
Exactly, because you can't talk to them like you're talking to an adult and then expect them to understand. It's unfair to them.
Where you have those parents that are like, you can't watch this video, and then the child is like, why? And then the parent is like, no, because I said so, because I don't want you watching it. At that moment, you've messed up.
Yeah,
I feel like parents forget that kids are people too, with their
yeah.
own mind, with
Their
their
own personalities, with their own ideas and stuff like that. And yeah, you can tell them one thing, but then yeah, you were told something, you had a gut feeling in yourself, okay, I should be listening to my parents, but they're not giving me a reason. I doubt it's that bad. Then they're gonna go figure it out by themselves. But Nelly, I don't have a kid. I'm just speaking from, general perspective, yeah,
observation.
observation and stuff. I can't go on and judge parents for not having the time to go sit down and stuff. But then, it's the type of thing that's necessary to prevent your kid stumbling into something.
No, but Mina, I will judge you when you don't explain to your child, or you don't have that conversation with your child, but you expect them to know. Like, who's teaching them if you don't?
Okay, now that's fair. That's fair. If you're not gonna, if especially when somebody goes when you see the child go to their parent and you're like, oh no, mommy, this and this, like, no, just don't do it. They go and shout and reprimand the child for asking questions. Now, how is the child going to process that? The child is not going to come to you with their questions and stuff. They're going to go figure it out on their own. They're going to go ask their friends. They're going to. You refuse. You literally neglected that idea of helping them.
So, in that
Yeah,
case, yeah, obviously, I'll have my opinion.
perspective is important and situation.
Yeah, guys, but the sexualization of everything, it's
Yeah, everything is getting socialized slowly.
everything. A person breathes wrong. A person breathes one way, and already you will see the masses
You
go
can't even eat like
wild.
an ice cream in public without you like feeling a certain type of way.
Especially those popsicles.
Dude, like you have to either nobble it, chew it off, or something, or this old man is gonna look at you a certain type of way.
You're not safe, Shem. Because every single thing you do is questioned. How you walk, how you talk, how you carry yourself, how you answer people, how you react. You're just like, I don't know, how people just create these categories, and they place you into, they categorize you now, and they say, oh no, you this type, or you this type. Like, it's just so crazy growing up in such a judgmental environment, world, community, everything.
Yeah, and also if you like you started having curves and boobs and stuff at a young age.
Now boys are laughing at you at school. Lapo, you guys are like 6, 7 years old, and like, they start laughing at you. What's funny?
Guys, I've had to deal with it. I
Mm.
came into puberty young. Like, I started having my boobs at like
Mm.
10, 11. you know. And not like A cup, big boobs, guys. Boobs, you know. And it's a whole thing of when you're younger like that, you're exploring with your style, you're having fun with yourself. Do you know how many a time I would be wearing like a crop top or something in public, and I would try and I would almost get picked up. Like, people would come and flirt with me and be like, hey baby, baby. Guys, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You look at a kid and you're like, no, that's a kid.
You look at a kid and be like, and they would be like, no.
But then why are you dressing like that? Why can't you just let the kid be a kid? Why are you looking at the kid and then seeing something else? You see that's a 9-year-old. So why are you even thinking about that?
Guys, and then it gets worse when you go into teenagehood. When you're 13, 14, 14,
No.
no.
Ciao. I remember when I was in like grade five, six. I had one of my friends over, so we were showering together. And then now she sees that I don't have pubic hair. And it's so funny to her, it's just hilarious. And I'm just like, I've never been so sad in my life. Nah. I was just like so sad. Like I was, you were young. And like, of course, I knew that, puberty comes at a certain age. So now me not having pubic hair and she had pubic hair, I felt like, okay, what if like there's a problem with me? Now I started beating myself up because a friend of mine started laughing at me because I didn't have pubic hair. Lapo, she's a girl. I think that's what, when I just look back at it, it's just so crazy to me because, girl, what are you
It
doing?
is, it's gangs, it's society. And I feel like, as you know, as like a, let's say 11, 12, 13 year old, right? You want to look yourself in the mirror and you see all these standards. You're looking at, let's say, a 25-year-old model who gyms 5 times a week, and that's all you see. And the guys in your age group, your peers, are comparing you to people who have grown. And now you're bringing yourself to those measures as, you're still growing up and you're judging yourself, thinking, oh, I need to lose weight. You're still growing.
Hey guys. And then you've got these 6, 7, 8 year olds
That
who
are
are
concerned about their weight because they're like, no, everybody has a slim waist. Everybody
and
doesn't have a chubby stomach.
dude,
That is so sad to me.
and then they're concerned about having boobs. Boobs, guys.
Bro, you're eight. What are you talking about?
Your leg. You dude.
Why do you need boobs at 8 years old? For what? Hi guys.
Yeah, I feel like the rush to be an adult and rush to be older, rush to be, wanted and stuff like that. Even if, okay, let's say even if you've got your parents there, you've got that love, you're still looking for, you know, your peers' validation.
What makes me sad is where like you and like you're seven, eight, and now you're like, no, but I must have a flat tummy because everyone needs to have a flat tummy. Like that's where you see that the world is a really messed up place. And to have a child think that is just like really sad.
It's heartbreaking, like when you're eating and you could see that, oh, my little cousin isn't eating. I was like, oh no, why are you eating? Like, no, I'm on a diet. But
What are you talking about?
it's like, no, I'm getting too big. Da, da, da. And I feel like it's not just kids that's the problem.
It's the older
It's the
generation.
older generation. Like the kid is still growing up. Give them a chance. Give them like till 15, 16. Then you can start getting concerned about their weight. Now, I'm saying, yeah, okay, if it's obvious obesity, then you should get concerned and stuff, name. But putting such harsh, expectations.
You should figure it out as a parent. Don't put that burden on your child where you have to say, yes, like where you have to say your age mates weigh, this amount, but you weigh over that. Now I have to do. No, no.
No, I don't think the comparison and the belittling is necessary. And it haunts you.
Yeah. Like guys, I can tell you that growing up as a big girl, guys, I was big as a kid. Nah, I'm not
Mm.
even afraid to say it. I was fat. There's nothing wrong with saying fat. I was a fat kid. I had baby fat. Nah. You know how often you'd have adults who are like, "How when are you gonna lose a little bit of weight? Ah, you're so big now. You need to start eating less." That gets to a kid's head.
What actually messes me up when like people, you're 25, not even 25, you're freaking 40, you're 30, and you're looking at this kid, you're like, oh, look at me, you see, I'm slim, you must come, you must exercise. You're talking to a 10-year-old. You are 30, you're talking to a 10-year-old, and you're comparing yourself to that 10-year-old.
But I remember even me when I was a child, I was also like big. I was like fat, but my parents never, were like, no, you fat, you need to lose weight. I remember when we were like, so you know how closing schools and opening schools differ. So I was different from my cousin. So when I was closed, they were open. So I remember my aunt would just like book me like gym classes and stuff like that for kids where you go and play and stuff like that. You understand? For like, I guess it was a problem where maybe they were afraid of obesity, but I was never told that, listen, you have to go to gym now. I used to love going to gym because she would go with me because it was just me and her and the others were at school. So in the morning we would go, I'd go and play, we have coffee. It was fun. I never had to carry that burden where they were like, okay, you need to go to the gym because we're afraid of this, 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 and that. It was never that.
Yeah, they let you live your childhood. They let you be a kid.
Yes, and they never were like, no, you can't order this because of this. I used to eat anything that I wanted, but we would go to the gym and stuff like that. And sometimes I'd have my cousins go with me. So it's honestly how you as a parent choose to like, yeah,
I feel like it's valid being concerned. It's valid worrying about your child's health, but it's not necessary now to make them, as you were saying, like carrying that burden, making them feel like they're less than just because of their weight. Something that a kid cannot control by themselves.
because like it's just like she's just a kid, like they're young already, at school they're going through a lot, people calling him fat. And when you come home, you expect to be loved unconditionally, not judged. When you come home now, your mom is making noise in your ear and yeah, you need to lose weight. And I'm like that child is like 8 or 10 years old, and I'm just like, hi, guys, just let the child live.
Definitely.
Yeah. I'm glad that my mom had also never put that pressure on me that,
Mm,
hey, you need to go and get. She always just said you need to be active. It had nothing to do with my weight.
mm.
It was like you're a person, you can't be sitting in bed the whole day. You need to be active
And
as
the
a
thing
person.
about my mom, if she's gonna give you like a problem, every answer, every question you ask, there's an answer to it. There's a reason behind it. It's like, oh no, okay, you should let's. What activities do you want to do? I see that you're not being as active as we're supposed to be. So you can do gymnastics, you can do hockey, you can do whatever. It was that type of compromise. It wasn't, oh, when you're big, you should stop eating as much.
My weight had never been a rule, and that's one thing I'm always grateful for. Because, like, even when I was in gymnastics, yo, guys, gymnastics as a big woman, as a big child, yo, gymnastics as a big child is hectic. Doing active stuff as a big child is hectic. And it doesn't help that I'm glad that when I was younger, things weren't as sexualized. So I could still walk around even it was a thing of my weight. It was a thing of my weight, but I was never sexualized, or I never felt that I was sexualized for it. These days, I can promise you that a young child can go out in her bikini and she will feel sexualized if she knows what it is. And guys, if a young child knows what it feels like to be sexualized, I'm so sorry, because I can promise you, you can even scroll on social media and you see a mother posting their child in the bikini. Go look in the
In
comments.
the comments, they're gonna a grown man will just be on some oh beautiful thighs. Guys, no, let's like I feel like the sexualizing of kids, the sexualizing of games and everything, it starts there and then it just continues deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. I feel like this one thing connects variously to multiple things. Like it's hectic.
Parents should be careful, on how they raise their kids, on what they say, because I remember most of the stuff that happened when I was a child. I remember lots of it. You understand? So, and I feel like some of those things contribute to who I am today. So,
Mm.
as a kid, you're growing, you're trying to like understand yourself and stuff like that. So if once you put your child like in a negative space, they'll never forget, I can tell you this. Like they won't forget. And that's why like most teenagers are like sad and stuff like that and traumatized because they remember most of the things that happened when they were young.
True, and I think it also starts when you were younger. When you know, okay, as a 9, 8, no, 7, 8, 9 year old, you couldn't go talk to your parents. As a teenager, it just gets worse and even tighter. Like if I couldn't go and talk to them about my friend taking my sweeties in school, how am I going to even begin to tell them about my depression? you know. So yeah, little things. I feel like those small things, that's what I was saying, just lead onto bigger things. It's like a
It's
domino effect.
yeah, because guys, as a kid, you internalize. You're learning to be a person.
You absorb
You
information around you.
absorbing information, so you internalize a whole lot of stuff. Kids are so hyper aware. Kids
They
watch.
see the bigger picture more. They see and hear more than you realize. So it's very important. I feel like, and I feel like we brought up today with the whole sexualizing of games, and even the conversations that we're having today were important because, like I said, it leads on to deeper things, and I feel like it's just getting worse.
All we
It's
can
getting
do is just protect
more
our
severe.
little sisters, protect our kids, and just try to raise them in the most positive and, good way.
Safe environment impossible.
Yeah, guys, and while inform them in the way that they can still live their childhood.
Yeah, I feel like communicate but don't dump.
You must, I feel like when you communicate to a child, you must lower yourself. Try to be, on their level. Cause you
Yeah.
can't bombard your kid with like, this crazy information and then expect them to understand. Because if it were you, you would understand yourself. So you must like try to relate to a kid and then just bring it up in a very, you know, good way for them to understand and process it and actually listen to you.
Yeah, guys, this topic it's also highlighted one thing that Lulu has been also brings up a lot, communication. You
Mm.
know, so talking like I think that's a good place to end it because yo guys, such a topic you can go on and
We can
on
talk endlessly about it because there's
about
like
complaining and
sub branches to it, to this topic and stuff.
yeah. But if you want to hear more from us on this
Oh, you want
topic
us to continue this
or you
topic?
want us to
Definitely let us know.
continue, please do please do comment, like,
Subscribe,
subscribe to our
notification.
YouTube, hit the notification bell. There'll be more episodes. But like, yeah, guys, connect with us. We want to hear from your side because this is something that I feel like a lot of, especially older siblings, will relate to when they look into their younger sisters and especially younger girls. I'm not gonna lie, I see it a lot in younger girls. But yeah,
Yep, that's it from Al.
M
and Z. Bye.